Hello everyone, it's Dale here. In this video I'll show you the strongest volume profile levels to trade this week. We will take a look at a couple of intraday trading levels as well as on a swing trading level. So let's get to it. What you see before you, this is a chart of US dollar Japanese yen. The platform is NinjaTrader 8 with my custom-made volume profile and view up indicators. So on this 30-minute chart here, I want to show you two strong supports. You can see them printed in here and in here. The first support is at 153.76. Let me now tell you why I think that this is a strong support and why I think that the market will react there. So let me show you first with volume profile, because this is the most important thing for me. As you can see in this strong uptrend area, on the volume profile, there was this significant volume cluster. This represents a place where buyers were adding to their long positions before they pushed the price aggressively upwards. So we have that volume cluster here. That's like the first thing why I think that this is a strong support. The second reason is that this is exactly, the level is exactly the beginning of a fair value gap. Fair value gap being this place highlighted in green. Also there's another one in here, a bigger one, and when the fair value gaps are close to each other like this one and this one, I look at it as if this was one big fair value gap, and our level is exactly at the beginning of that. So that's beginning of a fair value gap that also adds strength to that level. Now let me zoom out a little bit. And a third thing that adds strength to the level is that the price was reacting a couple of times to this level. In here it overshot the level a bit, but still there were a couple of reactions to this level or to this area. That means that it was a resistance in the past, right? When the price blew past that resistance, the resistance turned into a support. Okay, so that's a newly formed support here based on this price action setup, based on the volume profile setup, based on the fair value gap. So now we just need to wait. We need to wait for the pullback. When the price hits this level, then go long from there. I'm personally trading this with limit orders, so it's rather simple to execute. By the way, there was another volume cluster like this, a little bit higher. It was in here, this volume cluster, and immediately after it got formed, there was a pullback and a reaction. So this is how a trading volume cluster should look like, right? There should be a pullback to it and a reaction. In here, again, there should be a pullback and reaction. So that's the first long. The second long is also based on a volume cluster. This is the level 153.25. Right here is the volume cluster. In here we have a little fair value gap. The level is exactly at the beginning of the fair value gap. Alright, so that's the reasoning behind the second long. Ideal scenario would be pull back to the first one, reaction, then pull back to the second one, reaction. Alright, so that's for the Japanese yen. The next level that I want to show you is on the British pound. So here is a 30-minute chart of the US dollar British pound. So here is the 30-minute chart of the British pound US dollar, and here you can notice that there was this very steep trend area, and in that trend area there was a significant volume cluster formed. This one. It sort of looks like two little volume clusters next to each other. This one and this one. I'm trading from the beginning of the second one, from here. The level is at 1.3543. And the reason why I want to trade from the higher one is that, let me zoom this in a little bit. The reason is that there is the fair value gap highlighted in red, and this is the beginning of it. Alright, so I think that when the price comes to this zone, the market will want to fill the gap first, and then there should be that reaction, right? But first they should fill the gap. That's why I'm interested in trading this volume cluster right here. Okay, it looks like this might have already been tested though. Let me draw a line here. Seems like the beginning of the first volume cluster already was tested in here and here, but you know, the second volume bump, this one, and the beginning of the fair value gap, this place still hasn't been tested yet, and I think that there should be a reaction like this. Okay, so that's for the intraday trading ideas, and let me now switch over to my swing trading layout to show you my swing trading idea. So this is a daily chart of a US dollar Japanese yen. I'm always doing my swing trading analysis on a daily chart because those are swing trades. So this is the US dollar Japanese yen, and the level, a resistance level that I want to show you is here. It is at 156.50 and it is a resistance level. It is based on a volume profile setup, and as you can see on the volume profile, there was rather heavy volume zone formed here in this place. And this place is quite significant because it was inside a strong rejection of higher prices, this being the rejection, right? So this volume cluster represents a place where sellers stepped in, they started to sell and then started, you know, to win over the buyers and started this downtrend. So we have information that strong and aggressive sellers were building up their short positions in here, and when there's a pullback to this level, to the beginning of that heavy volume cluster, I expect that there will be a reaction because the sellers from here will want to defend this place, which is clearly important for them because they placed a lot of their shorts here, as you can see on the volume profile. So that's why I think that there will be a reaction. Now we just need to wait. This could take days, maybe even weeks, maybe even months. It doesn't really matter. Markets have great memory, so I'll just be waiting here with a limit order, and when the short gets triggered, then you know I'll go short. The stop for this trade will be above this candle right here. It is because the stop needs to be behind a heavy volume zone like this one, also ideally behind a swing point like this one. So that's why the stop will be here, and take profit, it needs to be at least with risk reward ratio 1, so at least somewhere in here or better. All right, so yeah, that's the swing trade on the US dollar Japanese yen. By the way, I had another one here, this red line which you can see here, that was based on volume cluster formed in this little rotation here. Unfortunately, the price missed that. This strong rejection, the new level is based on, that's the reaction to that level. So I missed that. So I'm no longer interested in trading this anymore. Okay, so this level is discarded. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to jump in. My limit order got missed here by a couple of pips. So yeah, that's just, you know, if you were wondering why I have this short level here. So this is no longer valid. Alright, so that's that, guys. If you are interested in learning more about volume profile trading, then you want to head over to my website. It is at traderdale.com, and if you click this button which says trading course and tools, then it will bring you to this page, and in here you can browse my trading education and custom-made indicator packs. Alright, so that's for that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy trading. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of a contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!